What's up, everybody? I'm Allie Burns from Picks Parlays, and I've got another college basketball total chaos for this Tuesday, March the 15th. With me today, I've got three expert handicappers from the Picks Parlays website here to give you their best bets on whether or not these games are going over or under the total. Whoever gets the most correct comes back as the total chaos champion. Before we get going, I do want to remind everybody about our promo code for Caesar Sportsbook. They've got a great promo for all new accounts of first, I always screw this up, first bet insurance. So your first deposit up to $1,100, they will match that. Should you win your bet, they'll drop it back into your account so you can make another bet. There is a link to this in the description of the video, or you can just use the promo code MorningCZR. All right, ready? I'm going to talk now. Here we go. Like a grown-up. Also, don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. Up first in the ring, I've got Cameron Ross. Cam, you swept the board last week. You were 5-0 in the total chaos ring. How you feeling, friend? How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. I was unaware that I swept the board. Like I told you earlier, I had to do that one outside because I messed up the times, but I guess I should go back outside because it clearly worked.
Yeah, that was good business for you.
Yeah.
Tim Earl, you're 7-3 for the month of March, 29-36 on the year. How are you feeling?
I still got some ground to make up. A nice 5-0 in this one would be nice. So hopefully you can do that. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Bracket time. I'm excited.
Woo! And Mr. Sean Higgs, you've been a busy guy this March. I've only had you on the show one time. You're 1-2. But when you compare that to what your total record is, I mean, usually I see you 1 or 2 times a week. How you feeling, Higgs?
I'm ready. I got some work, my work cut out with these two guys. So I got to do a good job. I got to get my numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. I got to get those numbers up.
I like it. All right. So we're going to cruise through, like I said, 5 games that happen on Tuesday, March the 15th. We're going to find out if they go over or under. We're starting with Cam, and Cleveland State takes on Xavier. 146 is the total. What do you got for me, Cam?
Yeah, looking at both of these teams, they're similar in some ways, but they're also very different. I think Xavier is the better team in this matchup. They're a huge 12.5-point favorite. I think for Cleveland State to have a shot in this game, a realistic shot in this game, they're going to have to try to take the air out of the ball. They're going to have to try to slow things down. And Cleveland State hasn't really been scoring the basketball to close the year, which would also show why they're in the NIT. Xavier can score the ball, but same thing as I just said with Cleveland State. Down the stretch, they haven't been. I think Cleveland State's going to try to take the air out of the ball and slow this one down. So I'm going to go under, as Cleveland State's going to try to win.
All right, Timothy Earl, what do you think, friend?
Oh yeah, I'm growing onto this NIT thing. I really enjoy the smaller schools, so it's fantastic. I'm on the under as well. I think that Cleveland State's going to have a little bit of a struggle time scoring against an Xavier team that was pretty good defensively this year. They allowing 68 points a game, and that was in the Big East. So really strong defense there. I have a feeling that this game's going to be like a maybe 80-50 type game. I really don't see Cleveland State keeping it all that close. I like Xavier in this one as well, but going under in this one.
Okay, Sean Higgs, are you a tiebreaker or are we making it a hat trick?
It's a hat trick. And you know what? If this was like some regular season November matchup, 2 teams playing, I'd be more inclined to the over with the way they kind of play. But, this is like playoff basketball, right? This is tournament time, and I think both teams come in and win a game. And for that to happen, Cleveland knows it can't get up and down here, even though it's a rivalry game, basically, right? They're in state. How often does Cleveland State get to play a Big East team? So I think they're going to want to slow things down. And Xavier, they're here because they're 2-11, 2-12 the last 10 games. So they haven't been doing much of anything well. So I'm going to go the other 2 guys. They all made good points, and it's not changing my mind. Under to 146. All
right. So we all agree. When they all agree, those tend to be the money makers on the show. 4-0 on the consensus for last week. Oregon is at Utah State. It's a 144. Tim Earl, get us going.
I'm going right back to the under. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those defensive games. Utah State gets to have Oregon come into their own house, and I have a feeling they're going to play really good defensive basketball. I don't know how much motivation Oregon's going to have missing out on the bracket this year. I know both teams are scoring 72 to 74 points a game, and that would push it over, but I feel like this one's going to be a more defensive one, and I'm going to go under the total.
All right. Sean Higgs, you're up next. Yeah, Utah State really hangs their hat on that defense. What do you think about this one, Higgs?
Yeah, this is a tricky one for me because, honestly, I was looking to fade Oregon coming into this tournament, the way they played the whole season. Totally disappointing year. And the coach was like, I just couldn't get through to these guys in a Pac-12 tournament. So I'm like, I'm fading away on the Ducks. And here they come out as a 4-point dog. Now they're a 5-point dog against Utah State. But I'm going to go over the total because I think Utah State's going to be thinking, how often – we couldn't pay a Pac-12 team to come in here and pay us. So we offered $1 million. Now we're going to get them in the NIT, and I think they're just going to run it up. Portland and Oregon, maybe these guys show up and put up a 70 spot just based on their talent alone. But I'm going over the total here. And you know what? I haven't bet it yet, and now because I just saw it move up a little bit. But Utah State, I'll lay that 5, and in a rout over Oregon, over and Utah State. Let's go.
In a rout. Yeah, Utah State's a really solid team. I've watched them play in front of my face many, many times. They're going to give Oregon a run for their money. Go ahead, Cam.
Yeah, I think Utah State's going to roll in this game, but Dana Altman has openly said they thought they were in. They even practiced on Sunday thinking they were in, and they found out they weren't in. Now they're in the NIT. Oregon's not a team that wants to play in the NIT. They expect to be better. They think they are better than that. They've lost 4 of their last 5 games. They're not scoring the ball. Will Richardson, Oregon's leading player, hasn't played in a while. His status for this game is undetermined. I don't think he's going to play. That's going to take 14, 15 points, 3, 4, 5 assists out of the Oregon lineup. That's 20-plus points. I think it's going to go under this total, but I do think Utah State's going to beat them.
All right. Yeah, that's an important thing for any new bettors out there to remember is some of these teams are very happy to be playing in the NIT, and some of them just want their season to be over. And Oregon is kind of one of those teams where, like Cam was saying, they're a higher caliber team. They really don't want to be here. Like, let's just get this over with. Whereas Utah State is happy to be there and happy to send you home right on out of there. We've got St. Bonaventure at Colorado, 138 to you, Higgs.
Yeah, this is right around my number, but you know what? I'm still going to go over because I think Bonnies are going to come in here. I know it's like the whole altitude and maybe they're going to run out of gas, but if they do run out of gas, I don't mind because that means the other team's scoring and putting points on the board. So pretty simple for me. I think Bonnies want to play. Colorado's happy playing any kind of tournament. So give me the over 138.
All right. You've got it. Cameron, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Just like you just said with Oregon not wanting to be here, I think both of these teams are excited to be here. I think St. Bonaventure, they always have somewhat of a chip on their shoulder when they play a big D1 team. They want to come out, show they belong. They didn't play well in their last game against St. Louis, but Colorado's scoring the ball. Colorado's playing well. I do think Colorado's going to win this game, but I think this one's going to get high enough, get into the 140s to see this one go over. Colorado may score 80, and the Bonnies are going to shoot the ball well enough to help and take this one over the number.
Tim, or is it 3 for the money, 2 for the money, 3 for the show? No.
I don't think so. I think this one's going under. I think that, these two teams are definitely going to be more of the happier to be there type thing, and these two teams are going to take this game seriously. And I think with a serious game comes defense, 66 points, about 66 points each, allowing throughout the year. I mean, their offenses are getting about 70, but I have a feeling this is going to be more of a defensive type game, and we get this one to go under the 138.
Overtime. There's always overtime.
There's always a chance for overtime.
Overtime.
If there's overtime, I would be more than okay with losing it because of overtime. If that's how you have to get your over, that's how you get your over. I'm going to stick to the under.
I love a good never in doubt. All right, Texas A&M CC. A lot of people ask, what is that CC? No, it's not a community college. It's Corpus Christi, which is a city in Texas. So Texas A&M at Corpus Christi versus Texas Southern. Now, these are play-in games for the big dance. The other 3 were NIT games for the national, I always say it wrong, National Invite Tournament.
Invitational. Yeah.
It is invitational. Someone corrected me today on my show. I was like, the National Invitational Tournament. Someone corrected me. And I was like, what? Anyway, these are the big dance play-in games. So A&M CC, Texas Southern, 136. This should be rowdy with two Texas teams going at it. And we're going to start with, I believe, Cam.
Yeah, exactly what you just said. Two in-state teams trying to punch their ticket to the dance. That's just always a good time. And just by default, they can't like each other. They do have to travel all the way up to Ohio, but both teams have been hovering right around this number in all of their games. Both teams come in riding a long win streak. I think both teams are going to score. I think both teams can get to push 70. I think it's going to go over this number. I think we need a few more points to keep this one under, so I'm going to go over.
That's what I want to hear. I want a rootin' tootin' good time in Ohio. What do you got on this one, Tim?
Yeah, I could see this one being a game that both of them come out and just go off, go run up and down the court, both of them scoring points. I like the over. These two teams they're happy to be in the tournament. They're happy to be a 16 seed. I always loved watching the selection shows and watching all the 16 seeds go crazy when they finally hear their name. These are two schools that they're going to go out there. They're going to give it all they got. Defense is not going to be as big in this game. They just want to go out and shoot and have fun. This one's going over the total.
All right. Sean Higgs, do we agree with them or disagree?
I'm agreeing. You got Texas Southern. Pretty sure they were in a playing game last year. You always get the good marquee game of the big schools, and then you get the little guys partying. And I think that kind of helps out because they've been here. They've experienced the rims, the whole atmosphere. So one team's going to be on point right out of the gate for a good 75 spot. And I think Corpus, they're pretty solid all year. So they'll put up points. Give me the over two. I got this around like a 140-ish. So enough for me 4 points difference. So let's go over.
All right. So the last one for the round, we've got Indiana at Wyoming. This is it's actually versus Wyoming, isn't it?
Yeah.
My bad, because this is another play-in game. Indiana and Wyoming at 132.5. I've loved this Wyoming team all year long. I know, Tim, you're on the other side of me with the side. What do you think about the total?
Yeah, I like Indiana, but I like the over as well. I think this one's going to be one of the closer games. It may come down to a foul game at the end, but even with that, I still think that Indiana still covers that 4. I just see this one going back and forth. 132 points is just a tad too low. These teams are averaging 71.5 and 74 points a game. This one's going to get into the 140s. I like the over.
All right. Whoop. And Mr. Higgs, what do you say, Mr. Sean Higgs?
I'm going under the total here. Indiana, they had a nice little run, and this is maybe a team you kind of want to think that they get it done here and pull the upset up in the next round, which I won't be shocked if either of these teams go on and win in the next round. But I'm going under. We know Wyoming can score a little bit, but we've seen them kind of lay some eggs sometimes here on the road, and they can play ugly. Like they kind of rate out as a Big Ten kind of squad. A lot of these Mountain West teams are like Big Ten junior squads, or So I think it's going to be a grinder. I can see some ugliness. I mean, when this game is 22-18 at the half, not shocking to me, So give me the under here. I think it's going to be a low scoring, first to like maybe 60 gets you to W here.
Yeah, I always think of Wyoming as an under, especially if they're in Laramie, but that just goes to under for me. What do you think about this one, Cam? Break the tie.
Yeah, I'm going to go over. Indiana, they've been scoring the ball pretty well. They've been doing enough to get there. Their offense against Iowa probably got them, into this game. I think Indiana's going to score. I think Wyoming will finally bust the steal a little bit, and they'll let it all hang out. They have nothing to lose. It's all or nothing here. So I think Wyoming's going to try to run and gun, try to get the points up, and try to hang with a Big Ten team.
All right. So that's the way we're going to play it. We're going to do a quick recap, but I want to remind everybody where to find everything you might be looking for. I'm Allie Burns. You can find me at Plus Money Honey. And don't forget about the official sponsor of Picks and Parlays through the month of March. We've got Caesar Sportsbook on board. They've got first bet insurance up to $1,100 for all new accounts. So find the link in the description of this video or just put in this promo code MORNINGCZR, just like that. And then speaking of promo codes, if y'all are looking to buy premium plays from any of these three handicappers on the picksandparlays.net site, use the promo code MAX. MAX is going to save you 20% off of the site. Cam Ross, tell the people at home what they can expect when they buy one of your packages.
Basketball. That's all it is right now for me. I do look at hockey, but I don't play a whole lot of hockey. But starting today, it's just going to be basketball, and it's going to ride all through the weekend. Even when I'm out there with you, it's still going to be basketball.
Get here tomorrow or
Friday.
Wednesday?
Friday.
When do you leave?
Friday.
No, I mean leave Vegas.
Monday. Oh, yeah, we'll get back here Monday. We'll be there the whole weekend.
Okay. So you're here for a quickie then. Craig Trapp's already here.
I'm sure. Well, Craig's cooler than me, so I have other stuff I have to do.
No, that's fair. And if you guys are looking for Cam's plays, like I said, use the promo code MAX. He is number 4 on the Picks and Parlay leaderboards for the entire year of 2022. So good job there. Tim Earl, how are things rolling along with you over at picksandparlays.net? What do you guys got on board?
Oh yeah, we got basketball. I think you mentioned basketball earlier. Yeah, we got that stuff too. We already got a 3-pack up for the playing games, a 9-pack up for the NITs. We're going to probably have anywhere from 15 to 20 plays for the first round. We're going heavy on it. It's the biggest time of the year, and we're going. So lots of college basketball along with hockey and NBA. Nick does hockey. I have NBA, and we'll keep on going. And college baseball is still rolling. I won my one play today with Elon. All my baseball plays are on the TikTok. So there you go.
Yes, I've been loving your baseball plays. I'm sorry I missed your one today. I just must have not seen it and been doing my thing. But I take your plays on a daily basis. So I'm your good luck charm, Tim. Sean Higgs at Mr. Sean Higgs. You're official now. You're very fancy. How are things going for you? Actually, I know how things for you because you're number 1 over the last 7 days, number 1 over the last 30 days. You are the number 1 hot capper on the leaderboard. So I know exactly how things are going for you, Sean Higgs. What can people expect to find when they buy your pack?
College hoops has been rolling along. And listen, I got 9 packages already up from Tuesday to Friday. I got like about 30 games, I think, posted for the tournaments. And I'm looking at Saturday's game. I'm ready to move on Mid-Tennessee State here. Mid-Tennessee, Stephen F. Austin. I don't know. We're ready to roll on Saturday, Sunday games with these little ones. So all college basketball. You want college hoops? That's all. I'm not worried about hockey or even NBA. I'm not. I look at tomorrow's lines. I mean, I'm seeing like 10s out there, or double digits in 3 to 4. I won't even look at the NBA tomorrow. No need to because I'm printing money in college hoops.
Yes, printing money in college hoops. I like
this. As I say that, I'll go 0-5 today in total chaos, and I'll have a 3-6 day on college basketball. Let's just say something like that.
Don't say that. Well, for the year, you have a winning record. It was just you had a 1-3 day of chaos last time. So that's just it. So everyone, use that code MAX. Save yourself 20% off of any of their best bets. And then also we need you guys to like and subscribe. Ring that bell. Something happened. Ring that bell for notifications. And subscribe to the Max Wagers Network. Subscribe to Winning Free Picks. Subscribe to the Earl Sports Bet. There's lots of free content coming your way out of all of us. Make sure you get in on it. Okay, so for the recap, here we go. Cleveland State at Xavier, 146. We're all under the total. Oregon at Utah State. I'm excited to watch this game. Tim and Cam are going under. Higgs says, no. It goes over. St. Bonnie's at Colorado, the 138. Higgs and Cam are going over. Tim says, no. It goes under. We got Texas A&M CC at Texas Southern, the 136. They all say it goes over the total. And Indiana at Wyoming. Tim and Cam go over. Higgs goes under. That's the way we're playing this round of Total Chaos. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Good luck, everybody, and may the best capper win.